Hello everybody, my name is Steven. Welcome to this first inaugural video of my series. It's my journey to become a live funded trader, trading futures right now on the prop firm Take Profit Trader, where I have 5 evaluation accounts, 50,000 K value, which I'm trying to turn into first a pro account for payouts at an 80 to 20 profit split ratio, then moving that pro account into a pro plus account, which is a 90-10 profit ratio, into a a live funded account. So the purpose of this channel is to first off document the entire process, the tools I use, the strategies I'm employing, and basically the trials, tribulations, the successes, the failures, the challenges, mental, psychological, um, everything that comes in to being a trader. Now, I've been trading for about a year, mostly learning. I've blown some accounts. I've passed a couple XFAs with Top Step. I've blown those accounts, and most of the time I've done that and I've blown them is because I just had poor risk management or I was just taking shots. Now, there's a certain time where you're just like, fuck, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna get my shit together. And it's a constant refinement process. So I wanted to document that because I think I'm at the point now where I have the tools that I want to use for the challenge set up. I kind of have some strategies that I think are solid that could take me to where I want to go, but it's a process. So I like Take Profit Trader. There's a lot of different ones out there that you can use that are also reputable. I would do your research, maybe go up to Trustpilot, maybe find some other resources and communities and find out for yourself which one fits best for you. They all have different rules, but this is the prop firm that I chose. And I'll talk a little bit more about Take Profit in a future video. But for right now, I just want to talk about the tools that I'm going to be using for this challenge. And obviously, hopefully we don't blow the account. So we bought 5 accounts. It's about $500 investment, $550. I think the accounts were like 108. That was with a 40% discount. If you use a code right now, no fee 40, I am not affiliated, and you get 40% off the eval for life. So if you blow it and you want to reset, it's always going to be that $100 fee. In addition to that, there is a lifetime pro activation fee waived, so you don't have to pay an activation fee if you make it to a pro account. And if you do make it to a pro account, I believe there's like multiple resets before you lose that pro account. You have to go back to a test. So that's why I chose Take Profit Trader. I did some research, and I think it's run by a family guy who used to be a pro hockey player, and I saw some videos with him, and I had a couple experiences with the support staff, and everything worked well for me. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the general tools that I use. First thing I like to use is Bookmap. And the reason why I chose Bookmap, it's a little expensive. You can find deals like 4th of July deals and things like that, but it's visual order flow. So what you can see over time is what happened in the order book, where a lot of volume and orders and contracts were traded, where sell walls, these big lines full of limit sell orders and limit buy orders at different areas in the chart. There's a lot of ways to set it up. You got a heat map. You've got a volume profile where you can see where most of the volume was traded, where minimal volume was traded, but it's visual. Not only can you see what's in the order book at the current time, but you can go back and see what's in the order book in the past to help you make decisions about the future. So I'm a very visual person. I can't just look at the order book and remember and see where big orders are. I can definitely do that, but I like to see everything right in front of my face, the whole picture. I'm more visual, so this works for me, and I'm willing to pay more for that. So I'll have a different video on Bookmap in the future, but this is one of my main tools. And I also like the CVD graph, where I can look for divergences between price and aggressive buying and selling. Again, topic for another Bookmap video. Look for that in the future. Now, going on to the next tool that I'd like to use, that would be Quantower. Now, Quantower is the charting tool of choice for me. I also use, by the way, TradingView for alerts, but I won't be covering that here. And I do that mobily when I'm just trying to look at charts and kind of see what's going on. But I use this main charting program, and I use these anchored VWAPs, which again I will talk about Quantower in another video specifically. So I'm generally looking for a price to react at these different VWAP areas that I've anchored to swing highs or swing lows, high volume nodes, all kinds of different things. And you'll see that there's some candlesticks that are highlighted in green. There's a power trades feature where I can filter. Let's say I want to just look for areas where 1,500 contracts were traded within 5 seconds. So this gives me areas where I know volume has reacted and there's buyers and sellers. They're kind of like supply and demand zones, I guess. And then I use those in conjunction with these VWAPs to kind of find trade locations where I want to start paying attention and get involved, and looking for, reversal candles and things like that. We're in a little bit of consolidation here. I'm in a trade. I kind of jumped the gun a little bit because we didn't bounce off of VWAP, which I generally do. But for the purposes of just showing everybody the platform, this is kind of, I have my stop, I have my order where it's placed, and then I have my take profit up here at the top. Realistically, how do I find these levels? Well, we came from this high and we retraced pretty deeply into this low, right here, this swing low. The price reacted here before going up. I could anticipate actually taking a little bit more heat and price coming all the way down to this VWAP and then bouncing. How can I look for more ideas that might happen? Well, I can come over here to this DOM surface, which is very similar to Bookmap. This is going to show me these highlighted areas at the price where price is, there's interest, there's selling interest, higher selling interest here, or buying interest. Notice like there's a lot of levels down here where people want to get involved. So it's kind of bullish in my idea, thought process. So I don't think price is going to get all the way through these levels. I don't think there's enough selling pressure to support that. So I'm maybe looking for price to reject a little bit down, and a better place to maybe put my stop if I'm okay taking a little bit of heat is behind these sell walls. Now I'm going to go to bed, and I don't like to have the trades running while I'm in asleep. So wherever it is, I'll close it out. Small loss, small win, whatever the case may be. But so there's not a lot of resistance to the upside till we get to 415. 415 is right at this anchored VWAP that I put. Excuse me, that's 414 and then 415 up here. So I would expect us to, if we start to move back up, to at least come up to 415. So if that happens, that's good, but it looks like we're consolidating a little bit, and we could actually go lower. I could see us coming all the way down to this 08 level. I think that's 408, and this is micro ES. So I'm trading one contract of micro ES and NQ generally, sometimes two. And if we go over to my accounts, you'll see that I'm up about $600 on the combine already, trying to get to, combine evaluation. Combine is top step, trying to get to 53,000. So I can see all my accounts. You won't be able to see them because another window pops up and it's not set up in my OBS, but all the accounts are copy trading with a copy trader that I set up inside of Quantower. So that's the other feature I like about Quantower. Then it shows all my positions at once. So, and if I need to cancel everything out, working orders that haven't been filled yet, or positions, I can just close them out, positive, negative, really quickly, and all of them will just disappear. So, very, very cool platform. Not alerts. Alerts a little difficult to set up. I don't really get into bots or any of that kind of stuff. I played around with it a little bit in TradingView, but the idea is I use it for charting. I use it to look for these high volume areas where place is going to react. And just noticeably, it's at these VWAPs at the top of swing highs and swing lows. This is nighttime session high, so we probably didn't really see much volume up here just because it's in the evening session. So I would expect that to get retested again and probably broken if we return back up to the top. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we drop down a little bit lower and target some of these levels down here that have lots of buying interest. If we can get some sellers to push the price down, so I could see us consolidating between these two VWAPs for a while before a decision is made, and that's probably not going to happen until London Open in another what hour. So in another hour, we may see some type of move. So that's about it. So these are the tools I'm going to be using. This is the basic strategy and the idea as to how I find levels and how I use the DOM surface as well as Bookmap and as well as the Power Trades feature and anchored VWAP to help me make trading decisions. And this is going to be the basis of the channel. And obviously I'll add new things and subtract things as I learn. Feel free to follow along if you'd like to. Leave a comment. If you're on a similar journey, let me know. Please subscribe, and I'll be posting on X as well. All of the links will be down in the description. I know you have options. I thank you for your attention and look forward to sharing this journey with you. Peace out.